What is up, beautiful people of the Wisecrack Nation? Your boy Donnie Metropixel here with another episode of The Seven Deadly Sins, Season 1, Episode 5, which is titled Even If You Should Die. So, from the last episode so far, Golgius tries to pretty much appear where Meliodas is actually poisoned, and he's trying to finish the job by trying to seize the sword from Elizabeth and Meliodas. So what's going to happen from this point forward in this episode? Well, let's find out, shall we? So far, Golgius' attempts and intention is to take the sword back to Leonis. But while attempting to take the sword, Meliodas finally awakens with pretty much no effect of the poisoning showing, proceeding to blast an aura that causes Golgius to make a hasty retreat. Meliodas and Elizabeth set off to the Baste Dungeon afterwards. However, they're pretty much stopped by a confused Diane, who, after hearing the sound of the bell, attacks the group. Afterwards, they try to run away from the berserk Diane, involving a pair of shepherds along the way. However, Meliodas soon succumbs to the same bell and begins to fight Diane. Meanwhile, in the Baste Dungeon, Bond is shown wandering around after having dealt with Jericho. It is not before long before he is found by Jude of the Weird Fangs, who pretty much just stabs Bond in the chest. Now, one thing that I will say about this episode is that I gotta give Meliodas a lot of credit for what he does, despite the fact he's kind of puny. I guess he's some type of superhuman. So let me get this straight. He gets slashed, poisoned, and yet he's still alive and acts so nonchalantly about everything. One pretty much can say that he really could give an F less. There's a saying, and you should really never go to war with someone who gives an F less more than you. And in this case, Meliodas really doesn't give a crap. It's pretty much pretty badass. But as the season goes on, hopefully he'll pretty much be more vulnerable and not try to show that side. But who knows? But his experiences with his fighting so far has become interesting to watch. Because you pretty much just see a little boy, but he fights like a samurai. So pretty much, you're probably wondering what's going to happen between Diane and Meliodas. Well, I don't want to give nothing away, especially if you haven't seen the episodes up to pretty much. No, you know what? Let me not give away anything. But I will say this. When it came to Diane in this episode, it kind of reminded me that really Diane's sin is envy. And that's pretty obvious that she really making it all the sense of really being jealous of Liz. At this point, her jealousy did calm down, although she is 30 feet tall and she still acts like a little girl. But who knows what's going to happen between that point. You have to watch for yourself, to be honest. Now, my boy Bond, or is it Ban? I don't know how you pronounce it, but please correct me if I'm saying his name wrong. But what I can say is he is the foxen of greed. Doesn't seem like he's very greedy, otherwise he wouldn't have those rock hard abs. But that's just an interpretation for another discussion. But what I will say is he seems very pushy, and yet his voice makes you look like him, even if he's just the baddest boy in the gang. And you know what? I think now that I think about it, they might try to make the greed look attractive. The people from the studios probably trying to make him attractive to the point where it's all fan service. I mean, the only thing that I don't like about this guy is like he likes to stir the pot and cause trouble, even when it's within his own group. You know what? That's kind of like when you're in a group with your boys. There always got to be that one person that always likes to instigate and stir the pot, just so that you and your boys end up fighting each other, always instigating in the drama. He's pretty much like that. But other than that, I gotta give Bond credit though. he pretty much took the clothes off of Jericho's backs. Pretty much did her so dirty that she's pretty much just humiliated and now it's out for revenge. Now she's just being petty. But you know what? You guys are now getting a glimpse as to why Bond is so far. He's going to be one of my favorite characters in the long run. Because I guess trolling is what keeps it alive, I guess. I still believe Elizabeth in this episode. I think she still has that gullible motive. And, you know, I understand that you want to save a child, but, you know, right before she could, he revealed to himself to just be an evil holy knight. I understand that she cares about people, but, you know, being gullible or being humble will not always get you anywhere. But I got to give her credit for actually being able to almost sacrifice herself just so that Meliodas could fight another day. So there's only two questions that I ask you guys, and pretty much myself. So what would be up with Meliodas' eye and that mark, and why is that sword so important to him? And another question is, what is the real secret behind Bond's healing abilities? I guess we'll find out in the next episode. If you like this review, you can like, comment, or you can even subscribe to the channel for everything of the source of that matter. And you can also tune into other reviews such as the Flash review if you're into the Flash, or Black Lightning for that matter. So until then, guys, stay wise and crack hard, because we are your source for everything, and I mean everything nerd related.